Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and a big hearty welcome to our two guests. With a show of hands, and let's not all raise them up at the same time, how many people here join Toastmasters for the lavish parties and the plethora of properly prepared toast? Come on. Good, I'm not the only one. Excellent. Frankly, most of us join Toastmasters to better our public speaking skills. And in doing so, for the most part, we focus almost entirely on completing our first 10 speeches and obtaining our Competent Communicator Award. But is that all that Toastmasters has to offer? Just public speaking? No. Borrowing from the late night infomercials? But wait, there's more. Sometimes we have to be reminded that Toastmasters is actually two parts. The first, of course, the one we're most familiar with, is public speaking and the completion of our Competent Communicator Manual. Complete 10 speeches in the manual, obtain the Competent Communicator Award. The second track is what we call leadership. Complete the leadership manual, they're called projects, and obtain your leadership award. And it's here where I think we sometimes forget about that second track. What I like to call the redheaded stepchild of the Toastmasters family, the leadership track. So what is leadership in Toastmasters speak? Well, Toastmasters actually does an excellent job at distilling all the things, all the attributes, all the values that we call leadership into just a few core items. And what they've done is compile a list, and this is a few of them here. The skills of a good leader. Now you may be asking, all right, I get it. That's cool, there's skills. But how does that apply to me here in Toastmasters? Great question. And there's a simple answer. There is a one-to-one mapping between the skills in the leadership track and that of the roles that we partake in every time we're in a Toastmasters meeting. So, if we're all performing these various roles, how come is it that we're not doling out leadership awards? For those that have been in the club for a while, can you remember the last time that we gave out a leadership award? I can't. And I actually backed this up with a little bit of research. Since 2010, late 2010, we've given out 10 Competent Communicator Awards, 2 Advanced Communicator, 1 Distinguished Toastmaster, and the big goose egg for leadership. Why? Well, there's an ironically simple answer, I believe. It's just too darn complicated. And I'm a case study in this myself. When I joined Toastmasters just about 4 years ago, I looked at the leadership manual and the communication manual as equals. I didn't know one from the other. And what I found is, communication manual, that's pretty easy to understand. I knew exactly what I had to do to complete my 10 speeches. Leadership manual? Not so much. And so, I pushed it off to the side. I avoided it, just like a bean burrito before yoga class. I set it off to the side, and I just focused on my Competent Communicator manual. Just recently, I decided to relook at the leadership manual. It got a little better, still complicated. And so, I decided to take the next step. I didn't let that deter me, and I hopped on the information superhighway. I did some searching. I poked around in some various sites, and a few hours, I hit upon the motherlode. I found an excellent, concise, easy to consume document by a fellow Toastmaster named Kevin Doyle, not from our club. And what Kevin did is he outlined in a checklist all the various roles that you have to go through in order to obtain your Competent Leader Award. I was so enthralled by this document, I printed it out immediately, and I started going through it myself. I filled in all the various roles that I had done over the last year or so, along with the dates. And what I found, to my surprise, is holy schmoly. I had almost completed my Competent Leader Award. In fact, I'm only one role away. Grammarian. My call to action to you in the club, if you haven't obtained your Competent Leader Award yet, whether you've been here for just a few months or you've been here for many years, go back in time, look at your calendar, print out this document, which is now handily available on our website, and I bet you will be surprised too at how far along you are in your Competent Leader. And then, when you've attained your Competent Leader, give me a call. I will be more than happy to invite you over to my house for a lavish party with plenty of properly prepared toast. Mr. Toastmaster.